Hey, it's Kelly Dix, and today we're going to talk about the condo association dues and everything involved in that. So stay tuned. Okay, so as a condo homeowner, you're required possibly to pay homeowners association dues to the condo association. So some condo complexes are managed by their members themselves, or they do hire a management company, and they're the ones that collect the association dues. And it all depends on the bylaws and what you've agreed upon that the dues are going for. So first of all, the dues are set, and they could be set by each individual unit depending on the size, or they could be just the same for every unit in that whole complex. So once you know what those association dues are, you want to know how often they're paid. Are they paid monthly? Are they paid quarterly? Are they paid annually? Also, your next step to do is to find out what those association dues cover. So sometimes the association dues will cover the general outside maintenance of the common areas, cutting the grass, the sprinklers outside, just taking care of the front entrance, if there's a sign there, or the landscaping around the sign. Sometimes if you have a clubhouse or a pool or other facilities in the complex, some of the dues go for that. So that's a good question when you're buying a condo, to look at the bylaws and see exactly how much the association dues are and what they cover, what they're for. Okay, another good piece of information here is that the association dues are paid separately from your monthly mortgage payment, insurance, taxes. So it's a separate payment made to the association or the management company separately from that amount. So you want to make sure that when you are buying a condo, you can afford the monthly mortgage payment and all those expenses in addition to your condo homeowners association payment. Okay, to first find out what the fee is, it's probably in the listing. If the condo is listed for sale, somewhere it is saying what the association fee is and what it covers. You always want to double check that amount and what it covers if you have something in particular that you're concerned about. For example, if you have pets, or if you want to make sure that it's covering some of your utilities to save some money. You can initially look there when it's listed for sale with what they are advertising, what it's for, but I would always call the association or the management company just to double check the fee and exactly what it covers. If you are closing with a title company, the title company is requiring the seller to do a status letter, and they usually charge for that, and that verifies the amount of the association fee and actually if it's up to date. So if you close with a title company, that is verified and double checked, so you do know at the end when you're closing actually what the amount is. So something else you always want to make sure of too, if you're buying in a condo management company where there is association fee, you want to make sure those fees are paid up to date, because if a seller is not paying that association fee, the management company could put a lien on the property and it has to be paid at closing. So if you are buying it with cash or maybe not using a title company, you want to be careful that there is no lien on the property for that association dues, especially if it's empty or if it's in foreclosure, there may be a lien on that condo. Also too, if you are renting in a condo complex and they allow renters in there, the renter does not pay the association dues. That's still a responsibility of the landlord, who is the owner of the property. So those association dues are still paid by the owner of the property. Also too, when you close on a condo complex, the question I get is, how does the new management company know that I'm the new buyer? So normally when you close, when you're buying a condo, they do take probably 1 month of association dues up front, so that month is currently paid, possibly the next month ahead, and then the title company will let the management company know that there's a transfer in ownership, and they will give the information of the new buyer to the management company to set up a payment plan, or however you want to make your payments coming forward to the new homeowners association. Another thing to keep in mind, if it's a new construction condo complex, there may not be a management company or an association set up in place yet. There might just be the initial documents from the builder when they built the condo complex. So you may be moving in without an association, without association dues. So a good thing to remember is to get involved when the association meetings are starting to take place and everything gets developed, because then you can be involved in what the association dues are going to be, what they're covered, and then you will know more. So eventually, if you are moving into a new construction condo complex, you may not have the dues initially, but eventually they will be coming. Okay, so hopefully that gives you some idea of what association dues in a condo complex cover, how they're paid, what they're for. You just want to make sure also too where to check to find out what they are to verify, because once you move in, those are your responsibility. Hope that helps. Thanks.